it's 6 by 6, and if the scale, if you are not on the screen, then the size of the circle is 8 by 8. So we also need to change as we swiping through second and third screen. So we also need to scale down the circles as we move to other screens. So to do that, we will again go here and select scale on 0, onboarding to also we want to scale the onboarding one first. On 0 it will be 0, and on 428 and on 428 the height and weight will be 8, and on 0 the x and y will be 6 and 6. This is for onboarding one circle, not for the second. So this is for the one second. Onboarding 1 and this is active. Okay. I guess we also need to add here one more values, which is when the scroll is on 856 as well, we need to scale down the circle. So on 428 it will be 8 by 8 and 8 by 8. I'll just copy and paste. This is way more simpler. I'll just duplicate this, select the onboarding 2. So on 0 it should be 8 and 8, and here it will be 6 by 6. Again here it will be 6 by 6, and 856 it will be 8 by 8. I'll again duplicate the scale response and select the circle 3, and 0 it will be 8 by 8. 428 it will be 8 by 8. Here also 8 by 8 by 8, and only at 856 position it will be 6 by 6. Let's see again it's working or not. Okay, so as you can see, now it is scaling down, but as you can see, I don't know if you can see or not, scaling is happening, but it's not from the center position. Again, we need to change its center position. We need to change the circle's origin to center. See, now I have changed the origin of all the circles to center. Let's see. Okay, so as you can see, now the circles are scaling up and down. See the black dot. See. Okay. Now we also need to change the color when it is active. Means if the user is on third screen, we need to active this. We need to change the color of the inner circle to dark. So let's do that. Okay, so we add the color response for onboarding 1. When it is on 0, the color should be 3D, and when it is on 428, I guess it is A2 A9 or EAD. Yes, EAD F2. I'll just do EAD F2. Also we need to add the second condition when the scroll position is on 428 to 856. The color should be same. So duplicate this. Okay. I'll just duplicate this again. Select the onboarding 2, and the scroll position is on 428. Then this should be dark, and this should silver. Oops, what happened? Copy this and paste here. When 428 it should be down, and in 56 it will be silver. Again I'll duplicate this. We'll select the onboarding 3, select, we'll copy the 3D, paste it here, copy the silver color, paste and paste. Let's see. As you can see, the colors are also changing. Now only one part is left, that is enabling the back button when we move from first onboarding screen to the second and third onboarding screen, and again disabling when the user is on first onboarding screen. So to do that, again we need to go to the chain trigger. Now when the screen is on second and third onboarding screens, the back button should look like an active button. So we'll do that. So we'll go here and we'll select the opacity, and when on 0 the opacity will be 10%, and when the scroll position is 428, the opacity should be 100%. Again we'll add second range. When the scroll position is 428, the opacity should be 100. Oops, copy. Okay, we'll select 856 and 100%. We'll see what happens. Okay, silly mistake. So we have selected the main scroll containers. That's why the whole screen is grayed out. If we swipe, then it will change the opacity to 100%. Again, if we go to the first screen, the screen's opacity will go down to 10%. Why? Because we have selected the main screen container as a response or object to change the opacity. So what we need to do is go here and select the button back. Now if we run again, as you can see, our main onboarding screen is at 100%, and as we swipe to the left, the back button's opacity will be at 100%. See, now one more thing is remaining is, let's see, if I here and I do not want to swipe, I want to click on the next button, and then only the scroll position, the onboarding screen needs to move. So that one thing is remaining. So what we need to do is go to here, just minimize this chain response, chain trigger. I will select the next button. I will go here. I'll select the tab. On tap of next button, I'll just give it a name. Next. And what needs to happen when I click on next? I need to move to the second screen. Then I'll select scroll property, scroll response, and I'll select the main scroll container and scroll to 428. Just give it a run. As you can see, I can swipe as well. When I press here next, it will scroll to the next position. Now if I click on next again, it will go nowhere, because we have set it to go to 428 and we are already on 428. So what we need to do here, we need to put a condition when the scroll container is on 428, it should move to the next screen, that is 856. So how do we do that? We go here and we create one condition. Condition is when the scroll container scroll value equals 0, then move to 428. Like this. Now the scroll position is at 0. I'll just turn on the variable. Is it on? So now the scroll position is 0. When I click here, it moves to the second onboarding screen. And now if I click again, nothing is happening because we have not put the condition that when the scroll position is on 428, it should move to the next screen, that is 856. So to do that, we need to put a condition here as again. I'll just duplicate this and change condition to when the scroll position is on 428, then scroll to 856. Let's see what happens. Now I am at 0 position. I'll just click on next. It moves to 428. If I again click on it, it will move to the 856. This is how it should work, right? As you can see, I can swipe back and forth here as well, and if I click on next, it will move to the next screen. Now one more thing is remaining, is that when I press on back button, it should go back as well. So to do that, we again need to create back response. But first, let's give a name here, a condition. Let's scroll equals 0. Copy code equals 428. Yeah, so again select the back button, create a tap trigger, then back, then create one condition. If first select the scroll container, scroll properties, if scroll value equals 856, then move, then scroll to 428. I'll just duplicate this. If scroll container value equals 428, scroll to 0. Again, I'll just give a name. Oops. I need to copy this. Copy. This equals 428. This equals 856. Let's see if it's working. I'll click on next, back. Nothing is happening. Why? Let's see if I selected the correct. Yes, I selected the correct tap trigger. Let's see if I click on next. I'll go here. If I click on back, nothing is happening. Why? Why nothing is happening? Scroll properties selected. Yes. Implement scroll condition. Scroll. Tap. Scroll. See, I don't know if you can see or not, there is a mistake. We have selected the right tap trigger. The condition is also right. The only problem is scroll to. We have not selected the scroll container here, so we need to select the scroll container. Again here, select the scroll container. We'll create. We'll run the program again. We'll go here. If I click on back. Woohoo! We have our onboarding flow running, right? This is not necessary, but it's an additional touch. When I tap on next, I also want to add a vibrate trigger. So for iOS, I prefer to keep it as medium. I'll just copy this and paste it here. Pasted now. Why it is not pasted? Okay, I'll just duplicate and try it here. So if you are viewing this prototype on mobile, then you will get a small haptic feedback on pressing on next or back button. So yeah, this is it for today. Hope you see in the next video. Bye bye. And one more thing, if you want to access this prototype. I'll share this link as well in the description box. And if you like this video, make sure to follow on Instagram.